All right, everybody, I am back with one more review today. I just got done watching Penguin Episode 3, which is entitled Bliss. And wow, this was probably my favorite hour of television that I have seen all year long. This is how you write a story. In this particular episode, we get to see a lot more about the Penguin's background, Sophia's background, and also Vic, the young kid who is now Oswald's right-hand man. And I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but the opener is quite effective. Now, there is one part of the overall story that I really wish they would have started to lay threads in the first two episodes to make it more effective in this episode, and it has to do with some anxieties that Victor has. I think it comes on too suddenly and too conveniently for the story in this episode. But we find out more about Sophia's plan with her brother and what they were cooking behind the scenes, and we get to see that play out and that whole storyline move forward in this episode. At the same time, we get to learn all about Vic and his past. We get to learn not all about Sophia. There's a lot of things we don't know yet, but we learn more about her and how she's connected to the Penguin. And we also, my favorite part of this, was to get to see how the Penguin was actually viewed by all of the crime families, how they look at Penguin. Because this is definitely, they make it very clear in this episode that this is definitely prior to him becoming, the kingpin of Gotham. Because he is not looked at as not even just a good person. They just look at him as a joke, and you're going to see that in the episode. And it's really cool. The final scene was predictable, but you saw it coming from a mile away, but it doesn't take away from the writing for the rest of the episode. And I got to tell you guys, as this is going on, I'm enjoying this more and more, and I still say that this is way better than anything that we got in the Batman. And I've come to realize that my big problem with the Batman was Batman. I don't think Robert Pattinson was the right guy to play Batman. I don't think that they portrayed Batman properly, even in his second year. And I was really hoping there was going to be some growth with Batman going into the Batman Part 2. But based on what we're seeing here, and it's only going to be like 2 or 3 weeks after the events of the Batman, there's not going to be enough growth. And I just don't see the character, if he's the same as he was in the Batman, it's just not going to work. And I'm finding way more enjoyment seeing the rise of Oswald Cobblepot as the Penguin than what we got in the whole Batman film itself. So kudos to the writers, kudos to the directors. This is truly good television. And like I said, I do think it is the best hour of television I have seen this year. All right, guys, so if you've seen the episode, what do you think? And I would love to hear your thoughts overall on what you guys think of the season so far. We're halfway there, I believe. I can't remember if there's going to be 6 or 8 episodes, but I believe we're halfway there, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this leads. All right, guys, there's my review on the 3rd episode of The Penguin. We will see you next week after the next episode.